Hello everyone. In this video we are going to learn some formula, how to do calculations for Hess's law and Born-Haber cycle. In this video I will tell you a shortcut method how to write down a formula without sketching Hess's law thermochemical equations without constructing Born-Haber cycle. Simply by looking at the chemical formula of a compound you can write down the formula and you can insert the values, and simply by using the calculator you can do the calculations. Let's start. Remember, these calculations are particularly for Hess's law and Born-Haber cycle. There can be three different types of numerical problem that are asked for Born-Haber cycle. Number one, for the formation of ionic compound. Now, to get the formula of ionic compound, you must remember two information. Number one, for the direct path, which enthalpy change is always equal to? For the direct path, enthalpy change of formation is always taken as the resultant vector, and this enthalpy change of formation, it is taken equal to enthalpy change of three steps. Yes, for the formation of ionic compound through indirect path there are always three steps. What are the three steps? Number one, atomization. Number two, ionization. Number three, formation of ionic lattice. For example, suppose you have been given aluminum oxide and ionic compound, how you can get its formula, and you can solve its numerical problem using calculator only. No need to construct the Born-Haber cycle. Okay, as I have told you, first of all you must remember enthalpy change of formation is the enthalpy change of direct path. Enthalpy change of formation is the enthalpy change of the direct path, and it is equal to enthalpy change of atomization. First of all, you will atomize aluminum. Enthalpy change of atomization of aluminum multiplied by 2, because there are 2 mole of aluminum, plus enthalpy change of atomization of oxygen into 3, because there are 3 mole of oxygen. Now atomization has been completed. After atomization we have to ionize element. Aluminum belongs to group number 3, so it can lose 3 electrons. So which enthalpy change will be involved? First plus second plus third ionization energy of aluminum multiplied by 2, because there are 2 mole of aluminum. Likewise, when you will ionize oxygen, one oxygen can gain 2 electron, and the enthalpy change for the gain of electron is known as electron affinity. So what you can write down, plus first and second electron affinity of oxygen multiplied by 3, because there are 3 mole of oxygen. And the last step for the formation of ionic compound is the formation of ionic lattice, which involves which enthalpy change? Which involves lattice enthalpy change. So you can see, without constructing Born-Haber cycle, we have written the formula for calculating enthalpy change of formation of aluminum oxide. Simply you will insert the values, and by using your calculator, even directly you can do the calculations and you can get the answer. So this is the formula for the formation of ionic compound, where you must remember that indirect path has three steps. Compared to this, sometimes you may be given the compound formation of covalent compound. For the formation of covalent compound, again you must remember direct path enthalpy change is the enthalpy change of formation, and indirect path, it involves two types of processes: atomization and formation of covalent bond. So for example, if you have been given ethanoic acid, how you can get its formula? For the direct path, you can write down enthalpy change of formation of ethanoic acid. It is equal to first of all we will atomize those elements which are present in ethanoic acid. Which atoms are present in ethanoic acid? Carbon. So you will use enthalpy change of atomization of carbon multiplied by 2, plus enthalpy change of atomization of hydrogen multiplied by 4, plus enthalpy change of atomization of oxygen multiplied by 2. Now we have completed atomization. These atoms, they will combine to make covalent bond, and whenever covalent bond is formed, which enthalpy change is involved? Enthalpy change that is involved for the formation of covalent bond, it is known as bond enthalpy or bond energy. But now for bond enthalpy or bond energy, one additional information that you will have to keep in your mind, it is the displayed formula of the organic compound. What is the displayed formula of the organic compound? That you must be able to write down the displayed formula. I am writing in front of you. This is the displayed formula. Why this is necessary? So that you can come to know how many different types of covalent bonds are present and which bond enthalpies you are supposed to write on in the formula. Starting from the left hand side, first of all you can see which covalent bond is present, CH covalent bond. So you can write down bond enthalpy of CH multiplied by 3 because there are 3 mole of CH covalent bond. Moving from left to the right side, next bond is CC bond. So plus bond enthalpy of CC plus bond enthalpy of C double bond O plus bond enthalpy of C single bond O, and last bond enthalpy is the bond enthalpy of OH bond. So in this case again you have come to know what is the formula to do calculations for standard enthalpy change of formation of ethanoic acid. But in this case one additional information that you must know the displayed formula of the covalent compound. Last question that you can by using formula you can do calculations for a Born-Haber cycle. The question can be asked for the formation of ionic solution. For the ionic solution, remember there can be 3 types of enthalpy changes which are involved in the ionic solution: enthalpy change of solution, hydration enthalpy of positive and negative ion, and lattice enthalpy if the compound is ionic, and bond enthalpy if the compound is polar covalent. Two formula I can tell you for the formation of ionic solution. One formula when you can keep hydration enthalpy of positive ion plus hydration enthalpy of negative ion as the direct path. Hydration enthalpy can be taken equal to lattice enthalpy plus solution enthalpy, and the other formula in which you can take enthalpy change of solution as the direct path, that will become equal to lattice enthalpy plus hydration enthalpy of positive ion plus hydration enthalpy of negative ion. So you can use any one of these two formula to calculate enthalpy change of solution or any other unknown enthalpy change for the formation of an ionic solution. So if you have been given the formula of any compound, ionic compound, covalent compound, or some compound for solution formation, by looking at the formula you can derive the formula, you can insert the value, and without sketching Hess's law, thermochemical equations, without constructing Born-Haber cycle, you can solve the numerical problems. I hope you would have enjoyed this lecture. Bye for now.